I have cracked IIM both here. I have cracked IIM Simon as well, and then I'm here at
I have a
Bocconi.
follow-up. भाई IIM छोड़ के तू Bocconi क्यों बैठा है? When you apply, how is the form like यार? कैसा रहता है form नियति? Is it a very complex form like S P
Not
Jain?
at all actually. I think it took me around 10-15 minutes to
Good.
fill up
It's
the
a
form.
simple form.
Yeah. You just need to submit the PDFs, the documents in digital form and pay the registration amount. And I think from what I remember, I applied in December and my interview was scheduled for...
So Jani, you applied through CAT, right? You
Yes.
CAT 90 percentile, and कैसा? How was your interview experience?
I remember midway through the conversation, it just became a little bit lighter, and that's when I realized, oh, I've gotten it. I was completely confident that I got it.
I personally feel whenever you're applying and aiming at scholarship, apply round 1 and round 2 only. But all right, hi everyone, welcome on board. Today I'm here in Milan, Italy campus of SDA Bocconi, and I've got the students who have cracked the interview. This video is going to be very important for all of those guys who are still thinking मुझे apply करना चाहिए कि नहीं करना चाहिए, and also if you've already applied, इंटरव्यू प्रोसेस कैसा होता है, और उनमें से कई लोगों को स्कॉलरशिप भी मिल रही है, कहीं को 50%, कहीं को 80%, कहीं को 30%, कहीं को कुछ नहीं मिली, बिकॉज हर सेट ऑफ मिक्स होते हैं. कई लोग कैट के थ्रू अप्लाई करते हैं, कई लोग एनमैट के थ्रू अप्लाई करते हैं. पहली बात तो जिन लोगों ने इस बार अप्लाई किया हुआ है, मुझे कमेंट करके बताना व्हेन वाज योर डेट ऑफ द इंटरव्यू या व्हेन इज योर अपकमिंग डेट ऑफ द इंटरव्यू, और इंटरव्यू कैसा रहा वो भी अपन जानेंगे. बट दिस वीडियो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. डोंट द लाइक बटन फॉर श्योर, एंड अच्छे जो भी तुम्हारे कमेंट्स होंगे, क्वेश्चन होंगे, कमेंट्स करके मुझे बताएगा. हाय गाइस, वेलकम ऑन बोर्ड.
Hello, sir.
Do you guys know me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
You better know me, yeah? You better know me. Great, yaar. First of all, thank you. I was already in Milan and I just came to see you guys. Thanks, Ishan, for coordinating this.
Thanks so
And great, yaar. So we've got amazing kids. We've got Niyati. She's applied to, Niyati, small introduction. Your name, and you've applied through which exam, and your exam score would be really helpful.
Hi, so my name is Niyati Joshipura and I applied through NMAT. I got a score of 255.
Awesome, that's great. And are you fresher, work ex?
I have a work ex of 2.5 years.
2.5 years, lovely. How about you, Janvi?
So my name is Janvi. I applied through CAT. I got 90 percentile in CAT.
Okay.
I applied. It was a great experience. Honestly.
That's amazing. Yes, Ishan.
I'm Ishan. I have a CAT 95 percentile, and I have applied through the round 3. I have cracked IIM both here. I have cracked IIM Simon as well, and then I'm here at Bocconi.
I have a follow-up. भाई IIM छोड़ के तू Bocconi क्यों बैठा है?
So what I personally believe is I had a kind of vision wherein I wanted to learn from an international faculty, and the kind of international immersion experience what you get over here, I'm quite sure no kind of an IIM does provide you that as well. And
But were you in double minds when you were preparing? You were part of the CATKing family as well. Were you double minds?
not quite really, sir. Everyone targets the blackies, but after the blackies, when I got into the baby IIMs, that's when the choice happened.
ये आज हम बात करेंगे. देखो, मैं नहीं recommend करूँगा तुम वो छोड़ के यहाँ आओ, यहाँ छोड़ के वहाँ आओ, because ये सब decisions बाद में लेने हैं. पहले convert करो. अभी it's too early for that. Maybe by the video goes, I think they would have some calls in their hands, because but still it's a tough call for sure. Maybe you'll get some idea from that. Yes, what about you?
Hi, my name is Khushbu Shah and I have given NMAT. I scored 235 and I have 2.5 years of work experience in ICICI Bank and in a startup.
बहुत बढ़िया. So you had work experience. You are a fresher.
I have work experience.
Your
as
work
well,
experience
yes.
as well,
I'm
and
a
you're a
fresher.
fresher. Good. This is unlike ST Bocconi. I remember about 2-3 years back when I was doing interviews with the students, a lot of people are freshers, and now I think there's a good mix of work experience as well. Superb, yaar. I personally feel that every school has a bursary amount, right?
Yeah.
So, like for Oxford, if you apply to, when I applied to Oxford, if you apply to round 5, scholarship मिलने के chance ही नहीं है, right? So say for example, if I've got 100 rupees to distribute, round 1, round 2 में अच्छे बच्चे मिल गए तो 80-90 rupees वो ले जाते हैं, and end of the day it's 10 rupees for sure. I personally feel whenever you're applying and aiming at scholarship, apply round 1 and round 2 only, but exceptions are there. You guys can get it for sure. Round 3 is primarily for those people who are thinking about IIMs, and then you said, oh, this is a good option, I get an option of Milan, and then you can do that. But yes, I agree. Round 3 में भी मिल सकता है आपको. Superb. Let's go one by one. So when you apply, how is the form like, यार? कैसा रहता है form नियति? Is it a very complex form like S P
Not
Jain?
at all actually. I think it took me around 10-15 minutes
Good.
to fill up
It's
the
a
form.
simple form.
Yeah. You just need to submit the PDFs, the documents in digital form and pay the registration amount. And I think from what I remember, I applied in December and my interview was scheduled for January first week.
Okay, that's great.
So-
So December apply kiya within a week, 10 days
Yeah,
time, and
yeah.
you were able to get through. Depends upon the round when you're applying that. Superb, yeah. And what happens after this? Once you're done with that, they give you an interview call. You get a phone call or an email saying you've been shortlisted. Kaisa hota hai?
I got an email, I think within 10-15 days of my application that I have an interview within a week.
Mhm.
So I think the date was 5th January.
Oh, you remember your date as well. Yeah, in a bath. Good.
5th
Correct.
January is when I gave my interview, and it was a very good interview.
It was a
honestly.
good
It was my
interview.
first MBA interview because I was obviously applying for many
Wow.
colleges, but this was the first interview, and it went so well
Superb.
that it actually boosted my confidence.
Yeah,
honestly.
then I'm going to do that for sure. Great. So, Janu, you applied through CAT, right? You
Yes.
CAT 90 percentile. And how was your interview experience?
Interview experience was great actually. I still remember it was Paula ma'am, who was one of our professors actually. And she asked a lot of technical questions. She asked a lot of questions regarding my work experience, regarding if you were trying to pivot, why was the reason, what was the reason for pivoting. And I remember midway through the conversation, it just became a little bit lighter, and that's when I realized, oh, I've gotten it. I was completely confident that I got it. Yeah,
Achha,
yeah,
is
yeah.
it after the interview?
Yeah,
itself?
yeah. Between the interview itself actually.
That's a very
yeah.
Gora way of interviewing, being honest. I always tell them the two kind of, whenever police catches you, know, so there are two kinds of sach uglwane ke tarike. एक है डंडे मार मार के. That's called a stress interview, right? When I gave my Oxford interview, I got through Oxford 2015, SET Business School, full-time MBA, and my interview was done over a cup of coffee. And there was a lady, her name was Charlotte that time, and I'm having a coffee this Taj Hotel Delhi. आधा घंटा बात हो रही है, ये वो एकदम खुल गए हैं. बाद में पता, she said, okay, now let's go for the interview. I was like, तूने इंटरव्यू लेना है क्या? And I was so smooth with her. It was so nice. उसमें भी आप सच बोल देते हो,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I think when you are applying for colleges which have got some foreign afflictions or affiliations, always they have a सच बुलाने का तरीका है, in a very
Yeah,
calm composure. तेरा इंटरव्यू कैसा था?
My interview was really good. My interview was in fact taken by our former dean, Mr. David Bardole. And when I actually sat in the interview, I was essentially a bit scared in the beginning, since I am a fresher right now. When you see WorkX guys sitting with you on the table outside, you are intimidated as to if I will crack this interview, मेरा होगा या मेरा नहीं होगा.
John was sitting next to you with 2.5 years experience.
But eventually, once I was with my CAT score, David sir's whole impression of me changed, wherein the conversation pivoted from why I was a fresher and I chose an MBA to why I have prepared SDA Bocconi over all the other IIMs.
Awesome. Khushbu, how about you? Was it easy?
It was very easy. It was very conversational, I remember.
यार तुम इतना easy बोल रहे हो, पढ़ाई नहीं कर पाएंगे. ये बोलेंगे भाई हो गया मेरा तो.
No,
I'm just
it's
gonna.
about how confident you are in your interview, and they made it very comfortable. They made it very conversational.
Let's do a small rapid fire since we got fresher and fresher, right?
No.
No, WorkX, fresher
WorkX,
and WorkX. You're the only fresher here. तो freshers का एक rapid fire round कर दे खुद से. क्या questions एक fresher को जानने चाहिए if they've got an interview call and they want to make it for sure? क्या questions हैं?
Firstly, I feel know about yourself a lot, know
Tell me
about your
something about
profile,
yourself, your profile.
and post that please know about the calls what you have received and why are you not proceeding with those calls and why do you particularly want to apply to this very school. Know your reasons very strongly. It's like playing the devil's advocate. The interviewer is for sure going to ask you why not that college, why us.
Yeah.
You need to have a convincing appeal as to why are you leaving them.
So all the people who are the bracket of 85% CAT to 96-97 people, they know that you got calls, right? 85% पे आपको IMT Ghaziabad of the world आने शुरू हो जाते हैं, IIMs of the world, 4 of the world, which are decent schools. और 95 के ऊपर तो you have new IIMs also rolling up your way as well. So they know that इसको ये calls आने वाले हैं. Similarly for Narsi Munji Bombay as well. You had an NMAS call? NM, you converted NM?
I converted NM Bangalore.
And in Bangalore. How about you? You converted something?
I converted IIM Nagpur.
छोड़ दिया?
Yes.
मैं ये डिसीजन नहीं बता रहा हूँ कि तुम्हें छोड़ना चाहिए नहीं चाहिए, बट आपको छोड़ दिया. We'll have a detailed conversation about that. हाँ, which all colleges you had, खुशबू?
I had NMIMS Bangalore and Hyderabad.
Okay, दोनों छोड़ दिए. Tough call. ये हम बाद में करेंगे. तुम पहले convert कर लो कहाँ जा रहे हैं करना. Superb. Let's move forward. So WorkX जनता. Let's do a rapid fire and you guys take a note of all these things because I'm going to tell you from their horse's mouth क्या क्या questions इन लोगों को पूछे थे, and they are scholarship holders as well. Great, let's do a rapid fire. हाँ भाई, questions. क्या क्या question पूछे थे यार? क्या कुछ याद है?
So obviously it
Work
starts with tell me more about yourself. Tell me some. I remember this very interesting question which said tell me something which is not in your resume.
I was just gonna
nice.
say that. Yeah, I remember
Nice,
that.
nice.
So that is an interesting question. Then, like any failure you have faced in your work experience.
Wow.
I mentioned that I reduced the automation by 80%. So how did you reduce the automation by 80%? So process behind it.
Okay.
So little technical, little behavior, but it was.
In your work experience, whatever you've done
Yeah.
with numbers and metrics, ये भी
numbers
ध्यान
and
रखो कितना
metrics,
percentage
yes.
आपने improve किया. अगर लिखते हो तो they're going to ask you what is the definition of 80%. How about
Right. Same, similar kind of questions where they're asking me, you know, if you've done something good, tell me through that STAR approach. What was the situation? What did you actually do?
They
what
use
was the
the word
action?
STAR approach.
Yeah. This is
Very
very
nice,
important.
very
What was the result oriented with
बताइए
it?
इन अभी इनको पता ही नहीं है स्टार अप्रोच. आधे लोगों को पता है, आधे लोग पता ही नहीं है स्टार अप्रोच.
पढ़ लेंगे, MBA में सब पढ़ लेंगे. Don't worry.
अरे तो ये इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चन में पूछ रहे हैं स्टार अप्रोच क्या है? क्या होता है?
Situation. What was T?
Task.
Task, action
Action,
and
result.
result. Yeah. Sorry.
ठीक है. Situation, task,
Task, action, result.
and result. Can you explain a little bit about star? कोई framework, कोई example दे के कुछ कोई दे सकता है?
So, like, if you've faced a situation at work, let's say, so what was the situation, first of all? What was the task associated to that situation? Let's say, आपको ये sales की बढ़ानी थी, तो ये task था आपका sales बढ़ाने का. आपने उसके लिए क्या किया action में? What did you actually do? What were your actionables? What were your deliverables?
Right.
And at the end of the day, what were your result associated with it? So, in number form, numerical, quantitative form. So, that way.
The only one thing to crack any interviews, maybe it's SDA Bocconi or IIMs, is this.